So kia ora, my name is Wiremu Kaa, and I'm here to talk about, it's wonderful that you got all these plantations growing and your Manukas out there, but you need to get the honey out. So that's my role. So here we go. Oops. So this is just a little bit about Kiwi B. We've got 6 branches in the North Island, 140 staff, and our Kiwi B team are focused on producing the honey off your land. That's our job. These guys do all the fancy stuff, the technical data, the DHAs, the MGOs. Our job is purely to get the honey off. So currently we're dealing with more than 2,000 landowners, and I'm going to focus a bit more on the bottom part, which is the state-of-the-art apiary system. Because after you get your honey, you need to analyse, the data, the quality of your honey, how you can improve it. So that's what I'll be focusing on today. So we're here, and we can assess your property. What we're looking for is 10 plus UMF Manuka to satisfy the converted demand of their customers. They're looking for the high-end quality Manuka. So in 2000, there were 300,000 registered beehives. In 2016, there were 700,000. Now Manuka, there's only a finite resource there in the wild Manuka. That's why you need to plant, and that's why Convita needs you to plant, and that's why we need to partner with you to help you get to that, to help us help our business. For normal pasture pollination, we look at 20 hives per apiary, 2 to 3 kilometres apart. For Manuka honey, we're looking at 1 beehive per hectare, and that's on wild Manuka. When you plant Manuka, we're actually looking at maybe 1 to 2 beehives per hectare. Some of the benefits for having bees on your property: it provides clover pollination, which minimises the use of superphosphates on your land. It saves you money. We can also get an additional income stream of honey. And one of the latest trials they did last year was with the Centre of Integrated Biowaste Research, trialling Manuka and using their antimicrobial properties. It was a collaboration between Scion, Landcare, Crawthorne and Lincoln. And they found that Manuka reduces nitrate leachings. So what they did was they had buckets of Manuka, Kānuka and some rye pasture, and they put amounts of nitrate in it, and they saw what came out in the bottom, and they found that Manuka was reducing at 90% of your nitrate leaching. It also gets rid of salmonella. Now that's a really dangerous bacteria. So Manuka planting is good for riparian strips if you've got a dairy farm or something that you want to help clean up your environment. So what can we do for you? First stage is you give us a ring, we go and have a look. We look at your property, we sit down with you and we discuss the options for you. If you like what we're there to offer, then we'll sit down and start talking numbers. Now, this is before. We're just going to have a look at your place. So we'll look at and we'll assess the quantity of Manuka you have existing, and we'll come to an agreement with you about how many hives to put on your property. So we'll do that, and then we'll get out a contract. Now our contracts range from a site fee of $10 to maybe $50 per hive. So you get that whether we put Manuka on or not, or whether we get honey or not. That's a fee that we'll agree on. Of course, the more Manuka you have there, the higher the siting fee, we call it. And then once we've done that, we've done the siting fee, then we sit down and we come and talk about it. We come and look at your property to where we can place the hives to optimum our return as well as yours. Yep. Moving along. This is what happens when you don't put hives in the right place. This is on a 30-degree slope. This is another not ideal spot. That was in sunny Gisborne actually, 2 years ago. And that's my idea of a favourable bee site. Lots of fishing, a bit of Manuka at the back for the bees. Oops, wrong way, sorry. Bee health. You need to know what your neighbours are doing within 3 kilometres of an apiary site and their insecticide and pesticide use. Surfactants, so that's the sticker that sticks to holds the insecticide to the plant. Those are toxic to bees. And also the systemic pesticides and insecticides they have now, they actually come up through the plant. So an animal will chew the top or you cut the top, it seeps out, and that's what the bees eat. And there are also sublethal doses of that stuff too. Some of your labels on your chemicals say they won't affect bees, but they're talking about the adult bee. They actually affect the larvae and the eggs. Ethics. There's been a lot of talk today about people putting hives near your boundary with no Manuka on their ones. That's something you have to deal with your neighbours. Be consciously aware that they could happen. Bee temperament is big. You've got to have beehives that are not going to go out and as soon as you walk up to them or the farmer walks past them, they start stinging you. So you need to have hives that are a good temperament of your bees. Much like when you have bulls and stuff on your farm, you really want to cull out the ones that are wild and look at you and snort all the time. Hive work, make sure you're not working when there's a whole lot of farmers going around or work around your farm. And keep hives away from regularly used tracks like gateways, stockyards, dog kennels, houses, pools, farm buildings, because they become a nuisance. Now the apiary management system. Convita spend a lot of money on this system, so they barcode everything that goes onto your farm. That's talking about the floors of the hive, the brood box, and most importantly, your honey supers. Now each of those barcodes are unique to that box. So we go out, we put the hive on there and we GPS it with our data scanner, so we know that hive went to that site. They're also given a unique number, and all that information goes back to a big database. We put the honey boxes on the next stage, and those are also allocated to that hive into our new database. We take the honey off, and those boxes go past the scanning system, which will tell you which site it came from. Then they're also weighed. They tell you how much honey you got off it, and then they're extracted. Then they take out the results, and all those results actually go into the database as well, so they can tell you what your UMF is, your DHA, your MGO, and what all these guys have been telling you about. The quality of your honey, the tutin levels, which is really important for bees, and your varroa use, the strips you put into your chemical strips that you put in to protect your hives. They analyse that, they give you back, so you get all this data, and that's one of the key things you need to know about beekeeping. We've changed now. Gone are the days where you get a pot of honey to the landowner. Now the landowner wants to know how much honey you got, how good it was, and how can he improve to make it worth more to him. And that's what Kiwi B can offer you. We have that technology now, we can do that for you. And then we sit down, and once we've all harvested your honey and we've come over, we've given you your little pot and say, here you go, lovely. And then we sit down with the spreadsheet and we'll tell you exactly what we got off your hives, which site we got them off. And then we can talk to you, discuss the possibilities of extending it, of improving the value of the quality of your honey, and maybe planting. Anyway, that's just about me. Thank you very much. My name is Wiremu Kaa. I deal up the East Coast. Gary Smith's our national land liaison, I think you call them, and then Harold works in the Waikato area. Now, some of you know him anyway. Thank you very much.